First thing is that you have to complete your syllabus from a basic standard source. The second thing is that you have to attempt previous year question. The third thing aspirant has to do is
Hello students, welcome to ACE Engineering Academy. Myself Ramesh Masuna, I am welcoming all of you on behalf of ACE Online powered by ACE Engineering Academy for this session on important concepts on compiler design. In the yesterday's session we have discussed the preparation strategy of compiler design subject where we have focused on what topics are important, from where questions were asked and from where the questions are possible to be asked, like expected type and possible types we have discussed in the yesterday's session. And by keeping in mind that yesterday's preparation strategy, now we will discuss what are the important concepts in compiler design subject. So my approach is explaining the concepts with reference to the examples and questions. Here we will solve some of the questions and according to the importance that we have discussed in the yesterday's session. Right, and very first you need to know what is the weightage analysis of the subject. And in every year, when you see the weightage from this subject, and every year you are getting an average of 4 to 6 marks from the subject. And in that 4 to 6 marks, there is a guarantee question from the topic of parsing, that also we have discussed. And most of the times you are getting a 2 marks questions from the parsing, 2 marks questions from the parsing. And there are 2 marks questions from the syntax directed translation, and the remaining topics are somewhat least important, but it is important because your compiler design subject is a small subject and having lesser number of topics. From that topic 4 to 6 marks means it is a good in number, definitely I can say. Fine. And one more thing, until and unless you shouldn't give best, you should not take rest. So no best, no rest. So give your best and then take a rest. If you give your best, automatically good results are going to come. Now we'll go ahead with the chapter by chapter. In compiler design we have 5 chapters. The first chapter is of lexical analysis. And yesterday we have discussed that from the lexical analysis chapter, you are going to get questions of type number of tokens, and which of the following will be considered as a token without depending on the next input character. Such questions were asked. Okay, now this is one of the kind of question possible to be asked. They may give you some program snippet and ask you to find how many tokens in the program snippet. So before me, please try this question and answer it. I can see your answers in the chat box, like in a YouTube live session, we have a live chat is there, live chat facility is there. We will look into that live chat facility. And I'll see what answers you are going to give, and if any corrections, I will give you the corrections also, okay? Just go ahead with the number of tokens. So far I didn't get any answers, okay, fine. So this is a program snippet and ask you to find how many tokens. So how many tokens? What is a token? Token is a group of characters that is having some collective meaning. Tokens of type keywords, constants, special characters, operators and so on are called tokens. Now question is about how many tokens in the program snippet. There is one for one, we can say for open brace I equal 0 semicolon I lesser, and this 10 and this semicolon and this is I, and plus plus together is one operator, and close brace 13, printf 14, and this is 15, and everything that is enclosed in the double quotes will be treated as a string constant. So it is 16 and this is 17, this is 18 and 19. So how many tokens? Just check it once again. For open I equal to 0 semicolon I less than 10 semicolon I plus plus close brace printf open this entire thing in double quotes is called string constant, and this is 17, 18, and here we haven't counted this one 19. The closing parenthesis is 19 and this is 20. So how many tokens? There are totally 20 tokens in the program. This is one of the type of questions, and previously they have asked questions on C programming, Pascal programming, Fortran. Now you can expect some more, you can expect questions on Java programming, on C programming, and C++ programming may be possible. Means it requires to have a knowledge about that programming language. And this is another type of question. First time in 2018, a question asked on this type. And here, look at the question. Consider the following Lex-like specification. Parentheses are used to show the association of operations and are not part of the input alphabet. Okay, parentheses are not part of the input alphabet. And here, this is saying that token 1, token 2, token 3, 4, 5. And question is partition the following string into tokens that matches the longest possible prefix. So question is longest possible prefix, means whenever the longest possibility is there, it won't stop accessing the tokens. It will try for the longest possible only, and give the label of each lexeme with the integer of the correct token class. And this is the input sentence is given, and what is the correct token class is the question. And will you try? Okay, will you try? Please try. I'll give a minute of time, and before me solve, I'll give a minute of time. Please try it. I'll wait for a minute for you to solve. I'll wait for a minute. I'm waiting for your answers. Any answers from any of the students? Just let me check. I think you may need some more time. And one important thing is you should never give up. You should never give up. You have to try till you succeeded. And giving up is a bad idea, actually. So you should not think that, sir, ye mujhse nahi ho payega. That is a bad idea. So always you think that is possible for you. Definitely it is possible. You just think in that way. Okay, so far I didn't get any responses. Fine. Okay. But question is about longest possible prefix. This point you keep in mind in this. Look at, I will go ahead with this. First, I'll try to eliminate the options. 33152 is common in all the options. 33152. And after that, last three symbols you look at. 222, 152, 252, 255. So because 33152 is common in all of these options, first token will be 3, second is 3, 1, 5, 2 are the tokens. First 5 tokens are known. First 3 token 3 means A, B star C, A, B star C. So this is a token 1. A, B star C means A, B star is 0 or many occurrence of B and followed by C. This is the first token. This is a token 3. And next is again 3. Again 3 means A, B star C means A, B star C up to this only. This is also token 3. After 3, 3, 1, we have 1 means A, A star. A star means A followed by 0 or many occurrences of A. This is A star is 1. 3, 3, 1. Then we have token number 5. Token number 5 is B star A star C. B star means any number of B's, followed by A star, one single A compulsory A star, and followed by C, just one C. Just one C, that is a token number 5. Is it clear? Now 3315. And next is 2, token number 2, C AB star. C AB star means up to this only, right? Just C AB star. C AB star. After C, we have one more C is there, but after one C, then maybe 0 or many occurrences of A and B. That is a token number 2. Now 33152 is okay because it is common in all of them. Next, here we look for option C 1, and in option A, B, D 2 is there. First I will look for 1 because so that I can make a decision whether this is going to be correct or not. Token number 1 means AA star. AA star means single A is compulsory, but this is going to start with one single C but not with single A. So option C is going to be eliminated. And here this is 2, here also it is 2, it is 2, and 2, 2, 2, all three are same. So that I can go with the second is token 2, C AB star. After C, AB star means A or B any number of occurrences up to this, C AB star. C AB star is a token number 2, okay, fine. So the sixth symbol is also found out. We found it 331522, and here the seventh symbol is 2, and for these two we have 555. So we'll check it out whether 2 is correct or not. Again, what is a 2? Token 2 is C AB star. C AB star means C is correct. This is a 2 correct. Okay, 2 is correct. Because it is 2 correct, then we look for the this 5 token also because it is set longest possible prefix. The 5, what is a 5? B star A star C. B star A star C means, look at B star A star. B star means 0 or many occurrences of B, but it is having one C. A star means single A is compulsory, but single A is not there. This is A star, single A is not there. So only C is there, but at least one A followed by one C, but here it is only C. So that this is incorrect, option A is incorrect. Now in option B and D, this is a fifth token only. Sorry, option A is right, and option B and D are incorrect because B and D is not matching with the token of 5 because token 5 requires at least one A, one C, but after that we have one C only. So B and D is incorrect. So what is going to be the correct answer? A. Because this token is 2 and last token is again 2. What 2 token says? C AB star. C AB star means C followed by AB star means A or B any number of times. So only B's are there, that is sufficient. So which is the correct answer? The option A is the correct answer for the question. Are you getting my point? Option A is the correct answer for the question, and the B and D are incorrect options. So this is a possible type of question in the coming GATE examinations, and this way a question asked in the previous GATE also. And these are the kind of questions you can expect on lexical analysis chapter. And coming to parsing, we have context-free grammars, top-down parsers, bottom-up parsers. 3 subchapters are there. In the context-free grammar, we have discussed that there is a question possible on precedences and associativity of the operators. There is one question, first and follow questions. And questions on predictive parse tables, like which entry is defining which production rule. And questions on LL of one parser. These are the questions asked in the previous GATE. And expected type is which of the following is LL of one grammar. How many error entries, how many multiply defined entries, how many entries are filled, or something like this. Our questions are possible. Here one possible question is what is the precedence and associativity of the operators. Here the grammar is given and asked to find what is the precedence and associativity of the operators. Now question is which of the following are true. Some precedences and associativities are given. Just check it out. I'm waiting for you to give the response instead of me to give the response. I'm expecting, please respond to me. I will wait for your answers. Let me see your answers also. Yeah, I'm waiting for your responses. Okay, I got now answers. Okay, so far I didn't see your answers. Oh, right. Uh, 2020. Okay, you are giving answers. Fine. AB de Villiers, AC Padma Priya, AC Akash Dalal, AC. Sir, you will solve how many questions? AB de Villiers, you hit a sixer. I will also hit a sixer. Okay, I'll solve as many as possible. Okay. Now Teju A and C. Okay, Teju A and C. Two answers are correct for this question. Look at here. At the rate hash is defined with the starting non-terminal because it is defined with the starting non-terminal. Hash having the least precedence or we call lowest precedence. This is least, and next we have a dollar, next we have at the rate. Because from A we are getting B, from B we are getting C, and from C we are getting D. So means this is least to highest precedences are defined in this way, and hash is having left associativity because it is going to skew to the left, and dollar is going to skew to the left, means it is also left associativity. Okay, it is left associativity, and at the rate is skewing to the right, means it is called right associativity, and ID is unary. That's it. Now, which of the following are true? Option A says A is left recursive. A is left recursive. Okay, left recursion. The production is left recursive, and the hash has least precedence. Okay, correct. And B is right recursive, but B is left recursive. So B is incorrect. C is right recursive. So C is right recursive, okay, and at the rate is right associativity because it is right recursive, it is right associativity, correct. And C is right recursive, but at the rate is left associativity, incorrect. So what is the correct answer for the question? A and C. Very good, I got very good responses like Srividya, De Villiers, Kavyasri, Badma Priya, Akash Dalal, Teju, Suhail. Okay, nice, Nana. Right, very good, all of you, for your wonderful answers. And but this is a very simple, I feel definitely. Now look at this question. What is first of A contains? Now this is also one of the simple question because so far questions were asked on follow but not first. This time you can expect questions on first. So what is the answer for the question? Suhail Safil, wish you warm good evening, sir. Thank you, Suhail. Akash Saxena, again A and C. Two answers for this question. Oh, Akanksha. Akanksha, is it two answers? Look at the above grammar. In the above grammar, the first of A contains. What is first of A? First of A is A and epsilon. And when A is becoming epsilon, then it is going to start with B also. Means first of A contains A, B, and epsilon. That A, B, epsilon is there with the option D. Okay, good. Now, Kavyasri, Srividya, Abhi de Villiers, Kavyasri, Kavya, Akanksha. Akanksha, I think you did small mistake. Badma Priya, good. Fine. Right. This simple question. Now, questions were asked in the previous case on follow. Now, what is the answer for the follow? Just I'm touching every concept. Okay. Follow of B. S is a starting production. Now, question is about follow of B. What is the follow of B? Any answers? Follow of B. Now, what is follow of B? Here B is there. Here B is there. Follow of B is follow of B. Here recursively you are getting the same. No use. But here B is there. Follow of B is follow of S because follow of B is follow of S and follow of S equal to dollar. And S is also following A, right? So A is also in the follow of S. So what is the answer? A comma dollar, that is an option C. Okay, good. Good, De Villiers, Srividya, Kavyasri, Suhail, Badma Priya, Suhail. Okay, good. Next. This is another kind of question. Like previously it is asked, what is the entry in that particular one. And now question is slightly different. In the predictive parse table M of this grammar, which of the following entries to be defined multiply? Which entry is defined multiply? That is a question in the predictive parse table. Check it out now. AB de Villiers, C for Chennai. Very good, de Villiers. Check for this question. What is the answer? Yeah. What is the answer? Which entry is defined multiply? That is a question. Which entry is defined multiply? Which entry is defined multiply? You should be quicker and faster. How to solve this question? M of S dash comma E asked. M of S dash comma E. In S dash row, we have to write S dash productions only. S dash we have two productions. S dash tends to ES and epsilon. And S dash tends to E. Okay, very good, Srividya. That is an option A. But check it out. S dash row contains S dash productions. S dash productions are having two. That is S dash tends to ES and epsilon S dash tends to ES. You write in the first of ES column E. That is S dash tends to ES. You write in the E column. And S dash tends to epsilon. You have to write in the follow of S dash. And what is follow of S dash? And follow of S dash is after S dash we don't have anything. That is follow of S dollar. And what is follow of S? What S is following S dash? And what that is first of S dash, that is E. So means what is follow of S dash? S dash comma E means S dash tends to epsilon, you have to write in the E and dollar. So means in the E you have to write S dash tends to epsilon, okay, done. And S dash tends to epsilon, you have to write also in the dollar column, okay, S dash tends to epsilon. And in S dash, epsilon column will not be there. In the parse table, we don't have any entry called null entry. And in S row I column, we write S tends to I, E, T, S, S dash we write, that's it, okay. So that C is wrong and B having only one entry and A is having multiple entries. Okay, good, Srividya. क्वेश्चन समझ नहीं आया. ओके, क्यों? व्हाट वाज द प्रॉब्लम? इसका मतलब है कौन सा एंट्री डिफाइंड विथ टू प्रोडक्शंस, वो है क्वेश्चन का मतलब. ए बी डी विलियर्स, चलो ट्राई कीजिए और एक बार, शायद आपको समझ में आएगा. डन. नाउ लुक एट दिस क्वेश्चन. दिस इज अनदर वे ऑफ आस्किंग क्वेश्चन. In the predictive parse table, the number of multiply defined entries, how many entries are defined multiply is a question for this grammar. Okay, will you try? Definitely it may take 2 minutes of time. Chalo, take it 2 minutes of time. Take it 2 minutes of time. I'll wait for you. How many entries are defined multiply? That is a question. Try it. Just I'll wait for 2 minutes. Yeah. Any answers? Any answers? Srividya, Kavyashree, A.B. de Villiers, Teju, Akash Dalal, Badma Priya, Suhail. So I'm waiting for your answers. Okay, still need some more time. multiple productions are called multiply defined entries. My dear A.B.D. Villiers. So I will be watching A.B.D. Villiers from the past one. Like he's good and he will be attending all the sessions. Nice. You should have such a strong motivation so that you can learn a lot. Still you need a time? Okay. Just in the meantime, I will solve it and you also give the responses. Just I'm waiting for you people to give the answers, but sometimes I'm finding people are not responding immediately. Look at for the grammar, A tends to B, C, X, R, Y, B tends to Y, A, R, epsilon, C tends to A, Y, R, X. In predictive parse table, the number of multiply defined entries, So what is the answer? Like I got some answers, okay. Badma Priya, only one entry. Okay, Kaveshri needs some more time. Okay, ABD Villiers 2 question mark doubt है. चलो मैं solve करती ही जाऊँगा. Like in the meantime, you can try it. Because it is a question about multiply defined entries, you can go ahead with construction of a table. That will be the solution for this. A row, B row, and C row. And what are the input columns? X column, Y column, XY. That's it now, XY. And epsilon is there so that we have a dollar column. Fine. Now look at the entries to be filled. A tends to Y, you write in the arrow Y column. Arrow Y column, A tends to Y. And B tends to YA, you write in the B row Y column. In B row Y column, B tends to small y, capital A. C tends to X, you write in the 0 X column. C tends to X, you write in the 0 X column. And this one you have to write, like you have to write A tends to BCX in the first of B. And what is the first of B? Y. Right, the first of B is Y. So you write A tends to BCX in the Y column. A tends to B capital C X in the Y column. Why? Because A tends to BCX, you should write in the first of B is Y. And this is epsilon now, first of B is becoming epsilon, means when you substitute B with epsilon, A is starting with C, right? So means A tends to Cx, you write in the first of C column. What is first of C column? First of C column is X, means A tends to BCX, you also write in the X column. A tends to BCX, you write in the X column, right? And also, first of C is first of A is Y column already written, and you are not going to get null, so that, so it is not required to be in the dollar, fine. And this is also over, this is over, and B tends to epsilon, you write in the fall of B column. What is the fall of B? Look at what is fall of B, first of C. Fall of B is first of C, means first of C is X, fall of B is first of C X, and first of C is first of A is Y, right? Now first of C, look at fall of B is first of C, this here X you can expect, and first of C is first of A you can expect Y, and first of B Y, and because epsilon first of C, same thing you are going to get. So means fall of B is X comma Y. So that B tends to epsilon, you write in the X column and Y column. B tends to epsilon, you write in the X column, and also you write in the Y column. And C tends to AY, you write in the first of A column. Now what is first of A? Y. In Y column you write C tends to AY. C tends to capital A, small y, you write in the A column. Because C tends to AY, you write in the first of A column Y. And first of A is first of B epsilon, because B is epsilon, first of C X. That's it now. Are you going to get Y? No. Look at first of C is first of A. First of A is Y. In Y column I have written. And first of B is Y. In Y column already written. If B is epsilon, first of C is X. First of C is X, right? So we can write C tends to AY, C tends to AY in the X column also. So that C tends to AY. Look at how C tends to AY is in the X column. Look at C tends to AY, you write in the first of Y column, sorry, first of A column. Now what is first of A? Look at first of A, here you are going to get Y, if we do use this production. If you use this production, A tends to BC X production. And what is first of A? Union, we can say first of B, okay, understood, first of B. And first of B, here is Y possible, Y already taken, and this is epsilon. Because this is epsilon, this epsilon you have to eliminate it and take union first of and C, first of C. And first of C is X, now you have to write X also. First of C is X, you write X also. So that what is first of A? Y comma X. So in the Y already written C tends to AY, and in X also we have to write C tends to AY. Now how many you got? I hope you understood now. How many multiply defined entries? This is one entry defined multiply, second one and third one. So the number of multiply defined entries are 3. So this way you can expect a question, okay? So any answers? Okay, Kavyasri, AB de Villiers removed the answers. Okay, Kavyasri 3, Kavyasri, yes sir, de Villiers 3. Okay, good. What about Srividya, Padma Priya, Sahil, Teju, Kavyasri answered. Okay, done. So I need answers from every one of you, okay? Because instead of saying the session is monotonous, it should be quite interactive, it could be better. Even you can enjoy, I can enjoy by giving some concepts. Here, this is a question from the bottom-up parsing techniques. In the concept of LR of 0 parsers, this is one question. And try it. Tell me what is the answer for this question. हाँ C tends to epsilon बच गए, ठीक है. C tends to epsilon नहीं आएगा पिछले क्वेश्चन में, epsilon तो नहीं है ना, AB de Villiers. And don't waste the time. So we'll go ahead quickly. What is the question? If I0 equal closure of S dash tends to dot S, this is a closure of S. You can go ahead with this. AB de Villiers, okay, done. S dash tends to dot S means S productions we have to add. This is only S production. And we also have another S production. S tends to A, B, B, R, D. 2 productions I have written. Okay, I will write here. S dash tends to dot S, and S productions are dot A, capital B, small b. S tends to dot small d. Okay. This is a closure of S dash tends to dot S. This is a closure set. Then the number of items in the goto of I0 comma A means now you move A one position to the right, and that is called goto of that I0 state on A. Goto of I0 state on A is S tends to A dot BB, and because dot capital B is there, capital B having a production, capital B tends to dot capital B E capital S, and B tends to dot capital S, and B tends to dot F, okay, B tends to dot F. But dot S is there, again you write S productions. What are the S productions? S tends to dot A, B, B, and S tends to dot D. That's it now. Anything else possible? Anything else possible? No. AB de Villiers, you're wrong. Padma Priya, good. Padma Priya, 6. How many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Okay, good. Padma Priya, Kavyasri. AB de Villiers, आप कहाँ mistake किया एक बार check कीजिए, right? That is also important. And learn from the mistakes. It is always important. Learn from the mistakes. ठीक है? Right. Now this is another question. This is another question. In SLR parsing for the grammar, in stage 0, for inputs A and input B, input A and input B. What are the conflicts? Like both will have shift reduce conflict. A will have shift reduce, B will have shift reduce, and neither A nor B will have shift reduce conflicts. Like what conflicts are there? You just tell me. A B D Villiers, good. आपका नाम क्या है? So any answers from your side? Hello. In SLR parsing for the grammar, this is grammar productions. In state 0, for inputs A and B, both will have what? Shift reduce conflict, or only shift reduce, or only shift reduce on A, only shift reduce on B, or no conflicts in state 0. I'm waiting for your responses. Okay, very good. Kavyashree, option D. Okay, neither A nor B will have shift reduce conflict. Okay, Kavyashree. Good one, Kavya. Nice. Look at in state 0, means we start with E dash tends to dot E. This is a state 0. State 0 always starts with augmented production. And with respect to E, what is possible? Dot A E B E, and E tends to dot B E A E, and E tends to epsilon. Null means epsilon, and epsilon will have this dot. Now tell me, Kavyashree, I think you have changed the answer. Okay, good, Kavya. No issue, no issue. Sometimes happens. This may be overlooking, right? Now, what is your answer now? At least now tell me, all of you, please. Go ahead with your answers. The question is in state 0. State 0 always start with augmented production. From the augmented production, I have written it, A B de Villiers. Now, on inputs A and on input B. Now, if it is a state 0, on input A, you can expect a shift action because dot small a is there. With respect to small a, we have a shift action. Dot small b is there, means with respect to small b also we have a shift action. So we have shift, right? And E tends to dot, E tends to epsilon, because the question is about SLR parsing. In SLR parsing, E tends to epsilon to be reduced, where it is to be reduced in fall of E, correct? It is to be reduced in fall of E. What is fall of E? Fall of E is dollar, because E is a starting non-terminal, and E is following B. B is also starting, B is also a follow symbol, and E is also following A. A is also follow symbols. Means E tends to epsilon. Tell me, any modifications to your answers? Now, E tends to epsilon, it is to be reduced in A, B, and dollar. You see, look, E tends to epsilon, E tends to epsilon, and also you can write E tends to epsilon. That's it. So means on input A, we have a shift reduce conflict. Look at, on input A, we have SR conflict. On input B also we have SR conflict. Means on input both A and B, it is having shift reduce conflict. That is an option A. Just understand the way of asking questions, means slightly different way of asking questions, means, and don't expect the questions in a regular way. The questions may be asked in a slightly different way. This is a general way of asking question, like consider the following grammar. The grammar is given, the given grammar is some certain number of options are given. Now, what is the answer for this question? Think and tell me. Again, I will give you a minute of time, but I think it doesn't require much time. Any answers? A.B. de Villiers, Kavya. Any answers? Teju. So you should be fast, Teju. Padma Priya. Good. Okay, I'm just looking the chart. Okay. अच्छा, इसके लिए डीएफए बनाना होगा एबी डिविलियर्स. अच्छा, डीएफए पूरा करने का ज़रूरत नहीं है एबी डिविलियर्स. थोड़ा करके अभी बता सकते हैं आंसर क्या है, आंसर क्या सही है क्या गलत है वो भी बता सकते हैं. ठीक है, चलो. सो फार आई डिडंट गेट एनी रेस्पॉन्सेस बट स्टिल ओके, आई विल डू इट. एक क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछा है, एल आर ऑफ वन, एल एल आर ऑफ वन, एल आर ऑफ वन, एल एल आर ऑफ वन. ओके, बिकॉज एल आर ऑफ वन एंड एल आर ऑफ वन इट रिक्वायर्स एल आर ऑफ वन स्टेट्स. In LRF1 states, what we have to do, S dash tends to dot S, comma dollar. S का productions लिखना पड़ेगा आपको. Like you have to write S productions, S tends to dot capital A small a, and S tends to dot BAC, and S tends to dot capital B small c, and S tends to dot small b capital B small a, right? And for all of them, the look ahead will be dollar and dollar, dollar and dollar. And because dot capital A is there, you write A production dot small d, that what A is following, that is a look at A. ये तो लिखना पड़ेगा, right? And you should write also B production because dot B is there. B production is dot D. Look at is what B following C. So this is a zeroth state. We don't have any conflicts in this state. But look at with respect to B, if I move it now. What I am going to get, S tends to B dot capital A small c comma dollar, and S tends to B dot capital B small a comma dollar. And because dot capital A is there, you write A production with dot D comma, look at is what A following C. And dot B means you write B production, B tends to dot D, what B is following is small a, right? This is a state, but we don't have any conflicts here. But look at with respect to D, A tends to D dot comma C, and B tends to D dot comma C, sorry, D dot comma A and C. Because lookats are different, it is not a conflict, right? It is not a conflict in LR of 1. So means we can call the grammar is LR of 1. Is it LALR of 1? Suppose if it is LALR of 1, we have to check any identical states. Look at with respect to small d, here, have a look. With respect to small d, A tends to D dot comma C, because if it is to make it as LALR of one states, lookats are different, you have to take the union of lookats. B tends to D dot comma A, D dot comma C is there, but you can take comma A. Now see, A tends to D dot is reduced in A comma C, B tends to D dot also to reduced in A comma C, means both are reductions. So we can call it as a reduce conflict in LALR of 1. So but it is not a conflict in CLR of 1, means we can call it is LR of 1 and but not LALR of 1. Look at answer is option C, LR of 1 but not LALR of 1. That is a correct answer. Very good. Teju, Badma Priya, Kavya Sri. I think AB de Villiers, I hope you understood how to solve this question. पूरा DFA बनाने का ज़रूरत नहीं है, ठीक है? Good, Badma Priya. Good, nice. Yeah. And so far no questions asked on operator precedence parsing, but this is a kind of question possible on operator precedence parsing on the precedence relations. There's a scope of asking question on precedence relations. This is a grammar. And question is, this is an operator grammar mentioned. So when operator grammar mentioned, you should look for the operator precedence rules only. We can solve in this way. E tends to E plus T. So here plus T means plus less than symbols possible. And here you look at exponent greater than plus. Exponent greater than plus means first E to be reduced. If E to be reduced and that the symbols of E to be reduced first means that symbols followed by E should be greater symbols with plus. The symbols possible with E is here E plus T possible, means plus greater than plus possible, and E tends to T and T tends to F means F exponent T possible, exponent greater than plus is also possible, and T tends to F, F tends to ID means ID greater than plus also possible. Means what are the possible cases? Plus greater than plus, plus greater than plus possible because this E can come with E plus T. It is to be reduced first because this terminal is possible with non-terminal to be reduced first. So it has a greater precedence than plus. So plus greater than plus, exponent greater than plus, and ID also greater than plus possible. So this is a correct answer for the question. I look for other possibilities. Look, T tends to F exponent T. F exponent T means now here we have an exponent in the right hand side, here exponent is there. So here F exponent T means the symbols possible with F should be greater than with T because F2, it is to be reduced with F, later only F exponent T is possible to be reduced. So what is possible to be applied with F? When you go for reductions, like when you go for elaborations, F with ID only possible means the possible relation is ID greater than exponent only possible. ID greater than exponent possible. But here it is given exponent greater than exponent plus greater than exponent not possible because to the left of exponent only F possible and F can be replaced with ID greater than exponent only possible, but not plus greater than exponent and exponent greater than exponent. But here you can see plus less than plus. Plus less than plus means here I can talk about this one, E plus T, because when lesser means this plus should be less than with T means this T to be reduced first means some input sentence possible to be derived using T to be reduced first. So what is possible in the T cases? In the T cases, F exponent T possible means plus less than exponent possible, or else T can be replaced with F and F can be replaced with ID means plus less than ID possible. What is the possible relation? Plus less than exponent and plus less than ID possible. These are the relationships possible. Plus less than plus never be possible. What is the possibility? Plus less than exponent possible, plus less than ID possible. So means this is just by substituting, checking the possibilities, which is going to be the possible relationships. Here answer is option B. This simple way of checking it, instead of finding leading and trailing and all, just check it what is possible at that particular non-terminal. So what terminals are possible, you can take a decision like which precedence relations are correct or incorrect. This is another kind of question. Definitely in GATE 2023 you can expect this question. I'm expecting, and definitely you keep in my mind, you can keep in this point in your mind. This is a possibility of a question. Another is some questions on syntax directed translation where you have to construct a parse tree and check for these possibilities. Look at, there's a question possibility on syntax directed translation scheme. In translation scheme also questions possible. What is the answer for this question? Because left associativity, no, everybody reverse. So in the previous question, E tends to E plus T, left associative means left side plus is going to be evaluated. What is the answer for this question? What is the answer for this question? How do you do this? You have to construct a tree. S tends to X, Y, and C. This is to be print 1. And we got C, and X should be C and Y should be B. So X should get C and Y should get B. So X should be YB. YB means it should be 3, and this Y should be epsilon means it should be 4. So B is generated, and this Y should give you A, okay, Y should give you C, and that is a printing 5. So means when you perform a depth first traversal, 5, 3, 4, 1 is the answer for the question. That is an option B. This is a kind of question answered in the previous gate. It's very simple, construct a tree and perform a depth first traversal, you are going to get the answer for this. And here this is another kind of questions expected, like some expression is given and asked to find what is the quadruple representation of that expression. So what is a quadruple? Quadruple is a statement that contains, what is a quadruple? What is a quadruple? Tell me. The quadruple contains a statement that contains 4 values, 4 attributes. So means the 3 address code is to be represented in the form of 4 tuples like operator. So we can write operator, argument 1, argument 2 and result. This is a quadruple representation. Now according to the precedence and associativity of the operators, which is going to be evaluated first, B star C, operator will be star, argument 1 B and argument 2 C, and result I can call some temporary variable T1. This is a temporary variable T1. And next is T1 star D, again operator is star, argument 1 T1, argument 2 D, and the result is T2. And this entire thing is we can consider as T2. And last is A plus T2, this is a plus A T2, and result you can say assume it as T3. These are the quadruple representation of the expression. Like which one is correct? First one star BC, because multiplication having the higher precedence. Star BC T1, it is plus AB T1, but plus will not be performed first, and plus will not be performed first. Plus CD, but between C and D we have a multiplication, so answer is D, and this is a solution for the question. Now quadruple representation of that expression is this one. Okay, good. AB de Villiers, fine. Kavyashree, good one. Okay, feeling good? You people are responding like anything. Nice, good one. This is also another important type of questions. Assume all the given variables are declared in the program. How many minimum variables required to convert the above code into 3 address code? So question on 3 address code not asked, but means previously they have asked questions on minimum number of variables required in the SSA code asked. But on TSC it is not asked, but this time you can expect a question on TSC, that is 3 address code. So question is, assume all given variables are declared in the program, already declared. How many minimum variables are required to convert the above code into 3 address code? So can any one of you try this? Can any one of you try this? Minimum number of variables. Look at first multiplication. Look, B star C, it is going to be multiplied, and the result I am going to store in the B. Because the question is about 3 address code and with minimum variables. So this B star C I am assuming B, and this B star C is also already computed, the result I can call B. Now it is A plus B minus D plus B. So what we have to do? A plus B you perform. Can we store the result of A plus B into B? No. Why? Because later minus D plus B means value of B should not be changed. So we have to take the result into A, it means this complete result is A. Next A minus D. So where I can take the result A minus D result? A minus D result I can take either in A or in D. It's your choice. Okay, I'll be taking A. Last is A plus B, and result I can take into A, and storing the result into final variable is not required. Why? Because the variable X value may be used in the further statements. So what we can call the value of X is there in the variable A. So means storing into memory locations is not required, because statements are to be executed consecutively, so that the result of this expression may be used in further expressions. So simply what we can say, the value of X is available in A, so that suppose A is in some register, and if that X value is required in some other expressions, in that places we will be using the value of A. So that storing into final memory location is not required. Now look at, this is a 3 address code, because each statement having at most 3 memory references. And how many minimum variables? Now minimum number of variables. What are the minimum number of variables equal? So what are the variables? A required, B required, C required, D required. That's it now. A, B, C, D. So how many variables? 4 variables. So minimum variables are And suppose if it is to be converted into static single assignment form, like question is about SSA. What is SSA? All the variables in SSA are to the single variables. Means all variables in SSA are to have a single assignments. Because SSA says static single assignment, every variable should have single assignment. Here B already had an assignment, so one more time using B is not suggested, so we can take it as B1, different variable. And here B is used, you can also change to B1. And A already have one assignment, again should not have the same assignment, you can take this as A2, here also you can take it as A2. And here A already had an assignment, one more time A is not required, here you can take A3 and here is also A3. Here A already had an assignment, here you can take A4. So means how many extra variables are created? Now look at A, B, C, all are having single assignments, A, B, C. A, B, C, D having single assignments, and B is having one more instance, B1, and A is having A2, A3 and A4. So how many now? Totally 8 variables. Suppose if a question is about SSA, if a question is about SSA, so what you have to answer? If question is about SSA, how many variables are required? 8 variables are required. But question is about TSE, so how many variables are required? Option D, 4 variables are required. That is the minimum variables. Very good, AB de Villiers, nice one. And here you can see if it is you find minimum TSE, then you can able to find minimum SSA easily, because how many statements in minimum TSE? 4 statements. How many variables in minimum SSA? That is a minimum variables plus the number of statements. Number of statements are 4, so totally 8 in SSA. So it is a small relationship. Now minimum number of variables in SSA is equals to minimum number of variables in TSE plus number of statements. That will be used as a formula also, we can say, that is observation. So this time you can expect a questions on minimum number of variables required on TSE, okay. देख लो कितना स्टेटमेंट्स हैं AB de Villiers 4 स्टेटमेंट्स हैं 4 वो पूरा भी लिख दिया मैंने हर एक का लिख दिया A1 नहीं है नहीं I didn't use A1 I think you may be thinking about A1 but I didn't use A1 A2 A3 A4 I have used 8 so is it okay AB de Villiers okay he got deleted the message also fine so that's about the session. And we have some more questions also there. If we could have some more time, we could have done it. Look at, this is a question on optimization. Just one question, you can expect some theoretical questions on optimization. Input lines for code optimization is MSQ question. These are the input lines for the optimization. Output of code optimization is this one. What is done? A equal D plus K, this statement is there, E equal to C plus D. C plus D means here C replaced with B. And what is C and B? C and B are the copy variables. And here, because C and B are the copy variables, and every occurrence of C replaced with B, here C occurrence is replaced with B, so that this C equal to B is going to become dead, and that dead is eliminated. That dead code is eliminated. So what is the question? What optimization technique are applied by the code optimization? Common sub expressions are not correct. It is performed dead code elimination correct, and copy propagation correct. And jamming is not there. Jamming is comes under the loop optimization. So first propagating the copy C equal to B propagated. Here C replaced with B. And if you replace every occurrence of C with a B and that C equal to B became dead code and that is eliminated, means it is applied two techniques, copy propagation and dead code elimination. This kind of questions also possible to be asked on the optimization, okay. There are many more questions to be solved, and these are some of the important concepts where you have to focus on it. I hope all of you have enjoyed this session, and thank you from my side, and good day, good night. And if possible, we'll meet you once again with a very good number of questions. Good day, see you.